Yo, what's up guys? Universal Mastery. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video is talking about specific techniques that you can use to enhance your visualization abilities. And that's really important because that's going to be what's going to literally create your reality that you see on a day-to-day basis. Okay? So if you want to know how to increase these abilities, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alright, so first thing first, what I want to do is say go and check out my Patreon. It is going to be the first link in my description. I'm going to be uploading an exclusive video on my Patreon weekly that will not be uploaded to my YouTube channel. And the videos that are already on there are absolutely powerful. They're very important videos, step-by-step videos of how to do an actual invocation where I'm literally sitting in front of the camera doing it so you guys can see it. And you'll gain access to be able to talk to me whenever you want. Ask me any questions on the occult. Okay, so every single month, in order to gain those benefits, it's going to be $9.95, and that's going to be a monthly fee. So if you really do the math, that's literally less than $1 a day. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to afford that. But other than that, I'm going to go right into the video. So let me first start by saying, why is it so important to be able to visualize? Why is it so important to work on my visualization? Some people think that, like, you know, when you start to practice magic, or when you start to get into the occult, when you start to do when you start to take this science seriously, then what you're gonna have to come to terms with is that a lot of this art and practice and science, and literally, like, most of it is coming from the imagination. It's coming from the mind, and it's coming to your ability to see things in the etheric and astral realm and plane, and to be able to form them on that plane. And then by being able to do that effectively, then you are able to bring real physical manifestation here on earth. So basically what I'm saying is that if you can visualize something in depth, and I mean using all of your senses, taste, touch, smell, feeling, if you can do those things, and there's more things that you can add to that, but if you can do those basic things, and the better that you get at being able to do those things, you are going to find that when you use those skills and those abilities and combine it with your occult practices, that you are going to get amazing results. You are going to have things manifest according to what you were able to visualize, depending on how in depth you're able to visualize it, and also depending on if that's something that you seriously actually really want. So what I mean by that, and this is going to tie into what is called your sphere of availability. Basically what that means is that if you are visualizing something that is way out of your ballpark. So basically what I'm saying, like, let's say that you aren't taking action. Let's say that you're someone that doesn't really get your hands and feet wet, but you're continuously visualizing something that's like so out there, something that you would literally have to get your hands and feet wet with, right? So you might think, like, if I visualize something that is like way out of this world, can I actually manifest that thing? Even though that person's not getting their hands and feet wet, even though they're not in the field. Well, this is the thing. If you're visualizing things that you're not actually able to receive, if I'm visualizing like wanting to be a billionaire or a millionaire, but I don't have any source of income availability, meaning I don't have a business running for myself, I'm not working anywhere where I have a stream of income, I'm not, you know, if you are not putting yourself out there and creating that gateway or that channel for the money to come to you, whether that's working a job, whether that's doing a business, like what I do here on YouTube, whether that's like selling things on eBay, whatever it is, if you don't have that stream of income, then it's not going to manifest probably the way that you want it to manifest. Okay? But this is also the other end to that spectrum. I can't sit here and say that you're not going to manifest what it is that you're putting your mind to. The mind is mysterious. The mind is so powerful. So let's say that you really have that desire to make that kind of money. And I'm using money as the example here. You really have that desire to make that money, and you visualize it. You actually take your time and discipline, sit down, and you visualize it coming to you. And to enhance that process, you want to visualize how it would come to you. But if you do that, then by all means, if you really want it that bad, then it will find a way to come to you. But maybe the way that you're thinking that it'll come to you, like someone's just going to knock on your door and drop off all that money, maybe it's not going to happen that way. Most likely it's probably not. But it could randomly come to you. Like, who knows how it would come to you, but it could very well come to you. But this is, in reality, the truth is that most people don't have that burning desire. They say they do. They say they want the money that bad, but they truly don't. They don't have what it takes to sit down and visualize that daily. So that's the sphere of availability. So you want to actually look, so before you even get into being able to visualize things on this really advanced level, you really want to know yourself. You want to know what is it that I really like? What is it that I really could sit down and spend actual time visualizing? What is it that I could do? What is it that I could do where I would actually take that time out to visualize that, so that I know that this is what I'm creating for myself? That's the first thing that you need to figure out. You need to learn about yourself. You need to figure out how you feel towards certain things. What is your sense of purpose? Where do you get your passion from? Where does your desire come from? Okay, because if you can align where your desire comes from, then you're gonna have you're gonna be pretty much like 10 steps ahead of the game, because then you're gonna be like, okay, this is exactly what I want to create for myself, and now I'm gonna go all in on this. And then what that's doing is that's taking the sphere of availability and ripping it way open, so that you can use that specific avenue to get everything that you want out of life. Okay, so I hope you're following me on what I'm saying here. So going right into it, what I'm gonna do, and this is gonna be a quick video, but I'm gonna give you a tool that you can use to increase your visualization skills. And this tool is gonna be used by using the elements. Okay? So this is gonna be a really effective practice, and I also do this myself. But what you want to do is you want to do this as often as you can, daily. You want to set out a specific time of day, whether that be 10 minutes, 15, 20. Sorry guys, so I had someone that came to my door and needed to look inside of my place because he's doing some work next door. So going back to where I left off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a visualization technique that you want to do daily if you can. Don't beat yourself up if you're not doing it daily, but definitely try to do it daily. Okay, the more that you do this, the more repetition that you add to this practice, the better you're going to get at it, and it is literally going to enhance every aspect of your manifestation abilities and capabilities. Okay, it is going to essentially take your imagination and stretch it so that it becomes a lot more powerful and potent. So once again, what I'm going to be using is the elements to play into this process. So the tools, the technique that I'm going to give you has everything to do with the 4 elements, and then it is all going to combine together to create the 5th element, which is the spirit, which is the self. So you're going to use these 4 elements. They're going to help you solidify these imagination tools in your tool belt, and then it's just going to make your spirit more powerful. It's going to make you literally a walking vehicle to manifest things in your day-to-day life. So the goal is to literally align your mind you could kind of say like align your subconscious and your conscious. The subconscious is going to be a lot of like, it's going to be the subconscious is very lucid within itself. It is very chaotic within itself because there's so much possibility. So the goal is to use the conscious mind to kind of go into the subconscious and align that lucidity and align that chaos so that it can bring order, so that you can so for example, you want something in your life, you figure out, yeah, this is actually something I need and this is something I really want, and then you pull into your subconscious because it's already there. That imaginative desire is already there, but you pull into it with your conscious mind, you bring it, and then you visualize that thing. And then from doing that, from actually knowing how to visualize, then that thing will actually show up in your life. Now, there is a process to this. You probably, like the first time trying this, you're not going to get crazy results, but once again, that's with anything. Okay, everything takes practice, and if you can stick in it long enough and you actually take it seriously, if you actually have that desire to want to get good at it, you will get good at it. And when you become good at it, that is a tool that you will never regret having. I promise you. So this is the technique. So this is it. So find a place. You could do it outside. You could do it anywhere. Find a place where you're not going to be bothered. And what I want you to do is visualize fire, water, air, and earth. Okay, so these are the 4 elements. So how can you visualize fire, water, air, and earth? Okay, so right now I'm going to walk you through this. So what does fire look like to you? Okay, excuse me, what does fire look like to you? Whatever it is that fire looks like to you, that is exactly what you should visualize. I want you to do this right now. I want you to imagine, if you're like not driving obviously, but I want you to imagine fire, that just fire, okay, like a hot fire, okay? I want you to imagine that right now. However you visualize that fire, okay, I want you to try and imagine that there is an actual fire that is in front of you, and you are literally able to start feeling the heat come off of that fire. Okay, that is fire. Now I want you to visualize water. What does water look like for you? When you think of water, when I said water, what is that first picture that comes in your mind? Are you thinking of literally a glass of water, or are you thinking of like an ocean? Are you thinking of a lake? What are you thinking of? What does water look like to you? Coming out of a faucet? Water. I want you to just envision what water is to you and use whatever is most comfortable for you. So you can choose what it is that you want to imagine. Okay, so whatever you want to envision water as, that is what you can ingrain in yourself. So envision water. Then go to air. Okay, air. What does air look like to you? I know air can be invisible, but what happens when a tornado spirals together? That's a lot of air, and that's a powerful tornado, right? That's a powerful element of air when a tornado happens. But you can also envision air like kind of like how you see in like cartoons, like it's like the air comes by and you can see it swoosh by. You use your imagination. Whatever you see air as, like when a big gust of wind comes and you're walking to your car in the parking lot and all the leaves blow, vision air, whatever air would look like to you. Maybe it's like a dust storm, whatever it is. Now envision earth. Earth, you can envision as a tree. You can envision as nature. You can envision as a forest. What I envision is roots, actual roots that are coming out of the ground. Whenever I envision earth, I think of roots that are stemming out of the ground and coming together like alive roots. But you need to envision these things for fire, water, air, and earth. If you are having a hard time doing that, then what I want you to do is get a piece of paper and literally draw out what fire would be to you. And even if you're not having a hard time, this will enhance your ability to do this. Just draw it out, okay? Drawing things like literally unlocks something within the conscious and unconscious mind, okay? So draw out fire, draw out water, draw out earth, draw out air. Okay? Now, for the technique, you are going to sit down. Once again, find somewhere where you're not going to be bothered. You could do it outside. That would be powerful. You could do it inside. That would still be powerful. You could do it wherever you are. Just don't be distracted. And sit there. Take a big, deep breath. And then say, fire. And as you say fire, visualize fire. Say water. And as you visualize, or as you say water, visualize that water. And then so on. Do it with air and earth as well. And take as long as you need to take. This isn't like a fast, like you need to do it fast. We'll get into that. But say the element, then visualize it in front of you. And this is something that works great for me, and I think this is a great tool to add to this, is when you say the elements, use vibration in your voice. So do this or ooh or ah. So get in the habit of using vibration from your voice, because vibration is a different type of energy. So when you say fire, try to add some vibration to it. So fire, water, air, earth. It is going to empower that ability for you to connect with the elements and visualize it even more clearly. Once again, you can take this as slow as you want, but then when you get more advanced with this, go fire, water, air, earth. And as you say it at that pace, envision at that pace. And you will start to strengthen your visualization abilities beyond what you could even imagine. Okay? Like this is an advanced tool that I'm giving you, and it's so simple. This is so simple. You can literally do this anywhere. But you will notice that once you start to do this and you practice this, and once again, try and do it daily. Okay, literally try and do it daily. Write it down so that you know that, okay, at this time I'm gonna sit down with my book and I'm gonna read off this and I'm gonna envision this. And there's many things that you can add to this, but as you do this daily, you will realize that when it comes to other things, your visualization abilities are just going to kick in. And you're going to be able to you are going to be a generator of manifestations. Okay, and you're going to be able to choose what it is that you want to envision and generate. Okay, you're going to see how this kicks in your life. And once again, it takes time. Okay, it takes time for this to be a part of who you are. Like, I remember when I first started practicing the occult, I was not good at visualizing. That I wasn't that great at visualizing. Because one of the main reasons why is because I didn't know how powerful it was. I didn't know the importance of visualization. I didn't have anyone like what I'm doing right now, sitting down and telling me that there's an actual science behind this. I'm naturally good at visualizing, but for a long time, a long portion of my life, I purposely tried to shut that part off. Because I was like, I don't want to envision things that aren't real. Like, I want to be in reality. I want to create a life that I actually want to live. Why would I entertain these fantasies that are in my mind? But in reality, as within, as without. And I've seen this. I've seen how real this principle is. And when you can align those inside fantasies or those inside imaginative ideas and thoughts with coming into physical reality, that's when you hit that really potent formula for creating things in your life. And the more that you can get in the habit of doing that, the better your life's going to be, because you're going to be able to manifest whatever you want. So other than that, I'm going to leave that there. Definitely practice this, please. Okay, so once again, go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Check out the Patreon for extra content. Drop down to the link below that. It'll take you to Streamlabs merch. Go place your order. They will ship it right to your door. Then the link below that is going to be for my Facebook community, so make sure you go and join that. You're going to click the Facebook community. It's going to take you to another page. or it's going to take you to you're going to see a pinned post. Click that link. It'll take you to the private group. Request to join the private group and I will add you in. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video, and peace.